Today's trade of the day is actually quite a special one because we talked about Affirm on yesterday's closing show. So at about 3:50, 3:55, we started talking about it. Let's hear what we had to say.
Bad couple days here. This is a 10-minute chart, from 100 all the way down to 87 there. It got washed out. It resisted that bottom today. They tried to wash this bottom one more time at 87. If you can you see these wicks here, guys? These little bottom wicks, that's washing out. They're trying to get rid of those hands, those paper hands, and then it ripped it up. So up $4 today, up 5%. I like Affirm into earnings with only 5 minutes left. So that would be a swing play for me. Affirm right now, 91.50. Let's put that one on the board, and you can hold me to that tomorrow. I do see.
There we go. So you're holding that to me today, and how does 37% sound in one day? So there we go. That's Affirm. We talked about washing out some of those bottoms down here on the daily chart. That turns out to be exactly what happened. We talked about it there. You can watch the show from yesterday about 3:55 when we went over the charts a little bit more. But this is the trade today. So obviously, this is going to be silly because we don't hold it all the way, which is fine. This is the way we structured the trade. Wish we were long, wish we were still long, but we are not. Let's look at what we did here. So we talked about this earlier today at 8:30 when we came in and we started to look at the charts. We started to say, you know what? We've seen stocks with great earnings come out and then just fall down, right? So we're not going to play this early. We're going to wait for the dips. And that's exactly what we did. The first dip, we waited for about 109 or so, took some shares there. Notice these highlighted spots. This was the area of consolidation yesterday after earnings, right back to 106, 107 here that we've marked on the chart. So that was going to be our support spot, and that's exactly what we did. We put a bid here at 109, right at the top. Then we put another bid about 106.50. I don't know what it was, 106 and change. That's that bid. And then where was our out? It was pretty simple, man. Basically a break of some of these wicks to the downside. I was looking at like a clean 105. You got to give these kind of plays room because, again, you're going to see up 36% on a $100 stock. This is a $30 move. If I don't want to give a firm like $2 worth of wiggle room, then really you're in the wrong business trying to trade these kind of stocks. So we did that. We've gotten burned on this before where we've gotten out and then it went down and back up. This one we're able to hold it, and that's what we do. It comes right back to the upside. We get a little bit out there. That's our average price about 107 and change maybe. And then we get out there right at VWAP at the time. We take two outs. You take out about half of our position for that $2 winner, right? So that's the plan. You take the same risk out as you maybe would have had on the downside, and then we let the rest ride. Now, this is where the problem begins because it started resisting at 110, and we're thinking, hey, the bottom was 105. It was $87 yesterday, so let's take another piece out here at 110. Right where, if you look here, this is right where this level was, right here. So we take that out right there. We're happy with that. That's a $3 or $4 winner. And then the fun really starts. And then we start to look to say, okay, the ultimate top is probably going to be somewhere around here, 114, 115, right? We'll take a 20% move in Affirm all day. But the problem was, it again starts to bounce around and goes up to 114, back down. We wind up taking this middle of the way out there at about 113 and change or so, maybe 112.50, putting that $5 or $6 on the board for Affirm. And then look what happens. As soon as it takes out the highs there, it bounces. I mean, that's just a wick. Bounces around a little bit there. Once you start to see that consolidation, that would have been your go spot for another move to the upside in Affirm. But look, we called it yesterday, made a lot of sense off the Amazon. We talked about it guiding forward. That's exactly what they did. They raised their guidance on the full year. So now you're going to see Affirm off to the races, up 36%. Kind of a fun one there. That's your trade of the day.